All right, y'all, what up? We are live here with Nas. Of course, this is Hitting the Line, and we're about to start our Studs of Twitter Fantasy Disc Golf draft.
Yeah, boy, we got the number one pick.
That's right. We got the number one pick. The people in the draft are me and Nas, of course. We've got Anheuser Disc Golf. I believe they're a disc golf distributing company, or they're like a shop, I believe.
I have no idea what they do, but they're active on Twitter.
I looked today because I wanted to know. But yeah, they're active on Twitter. Everybody who's active on Twitter is in this draft. We got Josh. Is it Wenis? Sorry
I think
if
it
I
might
blew
be
that,
Wins.
Josh. He's all over Twitter. He also hosts his the Flight
Plate podcast.
Okay. He hosts the Flight Plate with Jordan Castro. We've got Daniel. We got Matty Ice. He's the one who's running this thing.
Matty Ice
so
Winters.
Shout out Matt Winters. He's always all over disc golf Twitter.
He's been a big supporter.
Number
of
6
us.
says Chief Drunken something. I don't who's Chief Drunken something. I don't know his Twitter handle off the top of my head.
I don't know. Chief Drunken something.
I should know it. Hold on. Anyways.
Yeah. Kevin Myers from Twitter as well. We still got a few minutes.
Shout out. And then, of course, OTB Disc bringing up the tail end at the 8th pick.
Yeah.
So, we've got 3 minutes till draft begins. We got the first pick.
And
who are we?
Just so listeners know too, this isn't our first fantasy draft. We did do a mock draft with some, I guess you could say, disc golf media and disc golf stats people. We had a draft with Stat Mando, some people from Alti World, JVD, of course, from Smashbox TV. We had Robert McCall. We had what's his name? Dixon Jowers, another kind of old school kind of name. We did a draft with them too, and we had, I think, the 6th or 7th pick in that one. No, 4th or 5th. And that was really fun to kind of hang out with those guys. So this is our second draft here with a lot of disc golf media folks. It's exciting.
Yep, we had the number 5 pick there. We ended up taking Kyle Klein. Nas, what are some of the key takeaways we took away from that draft? Because it was just a mock draft. It was for fun, mostly for content, for Smashbox to put out so people know how to use their site. What was some things we took away from that draft?
That you should pick people who are going to be playing a lot of events, and the highest rated players or the people who are left on the board aren't always necessarily signed up for a ton of events. So like, I believe like some of the Euros were kind of skipped over early because we didn't know how many, because some of them are only playing 2 or 3 of the major tournaments, even though they might be higher rated players. Other than that, I think like Paul, for example, is missing a couple early
in the events.
It's
DGPT
and Elite Series events.
Yeah, what are the events? It's DGPTs and what else?
And Elite Series events, no Silver Series stuff,
I'm
and
sorry,
no A tiers or nothing like that. Just the big stuff, basically. Just the big stuff. All right, cool. 1 more minute till
so we are a minute away till draft begins. We have the number 1 pick. Now, should we make them sweat and then make our selection, or should we talk about it now?
I think we make them sweat. I think we make our listeners sweat right now with us, and we make everybody in the draft sweat because they all know who we're picking. I'm sure listeners out there, you guys probably know who we're going to pick with the number 1 overall pick, but we won't get to pick again until 16 or whatever it is. So yeah, this is going to be fun. Let's make these folks sweat. Let's see what they say. Let's see what they're saying on the Twitch. We are live.
That's right. It is snake draft format. So although we get the first pick, our second pick isn't until the 16th pick. OTB gets back-to-back at 8 and 9, of course.
And for our listeners, you said last time the 16th pick, Andrew Marweed and Simon Lazat were kind of the range of people we were choosing from.
Yep.
All right.
And so the draft is about to begin. Now, so you've done this before. How do I make? Oh, here we go. Draft begins now.
All right.
With the first pick of the, first pick of the studs of Twitter Fantasy Disc Golf League, Hitting the Line podcast, of course, is going to take our homeboy Ricky Wysocki.
Are we gonna make him wait the full minute or whatever, however long we have to pick?
No, I selected. Can you hear me? Is it lagging that bad?
No, I heard you. So the pick is in.
Yep.
All right.
The real question. So who do you think's going to go at 2? So Paul Macbeth went in our mock draft. It's what, a toss up between Macbeth, Eagle, maybe even Calvin Heimberg.
Yeah. Eagle went second. There you go. We got
and there goes
went
Eagle.
second.
Eagle just went. Yep.
All right. So Paul or Calvin now.
And that's what we find is those first 3 to 4 probably have a slight advantage over the rest of the field, I bet.
Yeah, they're
I
pretty
think those top 4
too.
guys are probably yeah, I think those top 4 guys are going to win much more than the next guys. So Calvin goes, he's got a full schedule. So that's something that we were just talking about is schedule can make a big difference. And that's why we see Paul drop all the way to 4 there. Although Eagle goes at number 2. He's actually going to miss a handful of tournaments. Paul will miss slightly less, but Calvin is on a full schedule and he goes at 3 there over Paul.
Yep. So we got Calvin went 3. So next highest rated players on the board are Dickerson and Matty O, followed by Hammis, and then Kyle Klein, which we took 5th in our draft. So
yeah, and then we took Matty O at 8 last draft.
Yeah. Who's gonna go next? Let's see. Is it gonna be Dickerson or Matty O?
Is on the board. He's our league manager here.
You think he's got to go? You think he's? Oh, he went Hammis.
Hammis. Oh, no, I find that really intriguing.
Oh,
no,
yeah,
he went Adam Hammis. I find that intriguing. I'm curious to know his thought process behind that one.
Yeah, JVD is in the chat on Twitch. He's watching.
Nas, while you're in that chat, ask him when that video is coming out. Say the followers want to know.
He'll let us know, I'm sure.
And there goes Kyle Klein. And that's who I thought would go at 5, if not Chris Dickerson. We took Klein at 5 and got a lot of shit for it. And we still have Chris Dickerson on the board at 7 here.
Yeah.
So Kevin's probably going to take Dickerson as chalk.
Dickerson can't stick around too much long. He can't be on the board too much
I can't think of a single person that's going to go ahead of Dickerson here.
Yeah, we'll see what Kevin's picking here. What's he going to do? It's got to be Dickerson, right? Like, how could you pass up Dickerson at 7?
Yeah, I can't think of anybody else who could go there. James Conrad.
What?
So James Conrad goes, and
Unbelievable.
I think Kevin Myers is going to get ribbed hard here. James Conrad only showing out at Worlds last year, really, and had a pretty forgetful 2020 season, 2021.
Wow.
What? I mean,
so then Dickerson,
and that's a gift
gets
for
Dickerson.
Yeah, they went Dickerson and Kevin Jones back to back, and that's a gift for them. And that's also 2 drafts in a row now we've done that. Chris Dickerson falls all the way to the turn. Interesting. Yep. So Kevin back on the board after taking James Conrad. I'm going to guess Matty O.
Yeah,
let's start lining up some of our potential picks. I mean, there's Drew Gibson, there's Gavin Rathbun, there's Gannon Buhr.
Oh, Burr. Yeah, I think Gannon.
I like Gannon Buhr if he can fall
there,
to us.
We have to grab him. I think
Gannon Buhr is a stud. He might be 15 or something this year. We'll give him benefit of the doubt and call him 16.
Yeah,
kid's a freak. He's probably like 6'4". His form is pure as hell. Can throw for days. I love the way he plays in general, even if it's slow.
In our last draft, he was one of the ones that got taken right before we were going to pick him. I believe that was Dixon Jowers grabbed Gannon right before we wanted to grab him.
So Gibson goes. There's still Matty O, Nico, Simon, Marweed, Rathbun.
Yeah, I think Marweed's a good choice for us if he's there at whatever our pick is.
Yeah, We'll be double stacked on Marweed, but I'll take it.
Or we don't have to be though. I mean, once again, I mean, I think he's going to have a pretty good year, but especially when it comes to the East Coast run of the tour, on the West Coast, kind of bigger bomber courses, he may not finish great. But when we get into the woods in the East, I think he's going to be an awesome pick.
And there goes Matt Oram to Chief Drunken New Teeth.
All right.
I thought that's pretty chalky.
Have to be there though. Kale is still up there. He's not playing a ton of events though. Nate Sexton, I don't know.
We ended up getting Kale in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th round last time.
If you remember too, you just go to their PDGA profile and you can look at their upcoming tournament. So if there's someone you're curious about the amount of tournaments they're playing, you just type in their name and PDGA and they'll pop up.
Or you just click this PDGA number link right here if you're drafting and you're curious about the guys. Let's say Let's say you're really curious how many events
like
Linus Carlson's. Linus Carlson takes you. Well, Sexton just went off the board to Matty Ice, and there goes Simon Lizotte.
Okay.
I think those are both reaches. So I like that. So, anyways, like I was saying, let's say you're curious about Linus Carlson because you're going to be very curious about all the European guys this year and what events are going to play.
I think it's pronounced Linus, and he's playing a decent amount of events.
So, yep, you click this, you click upcoming events. He's going to be playing LVC. He's going to play Memorial. He's playing Waco, the Open at Belton. Although I don't think that's a Silver Series, but.
And right now, DGPT. Gannon is signed up for 6 tournaments, all DGPT tournaments. So,
all right. So I like that pick for us if that falls to us. So Simon went last. Josh is up, then Anheuser, then us.
And all right, these next few picks are going to determine who we grab.
And we're going to go Gannon Burr. Am I wrong? The only other people that are
where did Gannon go in our last draft?
Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like 13th. So
I mean that
gaining value there.
That fits.
Also, we had 6 teams last time. We have 8 this time.
Yeah, we're gonna have to definitely grab value when we can in this draft.
There goes Presnell. We got to fade one more to
come on
to get Gannon Burr.
Grab Burr. He's definitely not the highest on the board as far as rating goes. But I
think that's an advantage for us in that sense. So when you're looking at this draft board here, there goes Nico. When you're looking at this draft board here, so we're up. When you look at this draft board here, this is just by rating, and I think it's going to throw some people off and skew their judgment. I mean, it looks like we're reaching hard for Gannon Burr here, but he's somebody
upside.
And he's probably going to shoot above his rating all year. So
yeah,
we're gonna pretend reach here. I don't think it's a reach, but we'll make people think it is. And I like this pick. I'm comfortable.
They don't know.
Pick is in. Oh, we get back to back. Oh shit, I forgot we get back to back. Nice.
Ooh, Andrew.
So we could go Marweed. I think Marweed is a cool pick.
Scroll down there a little bit. Who else is down there?
We can start thinking about some European guys soon.
I think next turn, because a bunch of Americans are going to go first. People are going to forget about the Euros. Andrew
Marweed, and then maybe eventually get to Cole Radalin towards the end of the draft.
Yeah, he's another good one for going with.
Should we grab Marweed? Where does it show our time? How much time do we have left?
I don't know.
I'm gonna grab Marweed. I'm unsure what time looks like. So
cat just knocked my mic over. Hang on, fucking cat.
So there we go. Right now we're sitting with Ricky Wysocki, Gannon Burr, Andrew Marweed.
Oh, dude, you can't be mad at any of that. Twitch chat. Let's see what the Twitch chat is saying.
No, I'm feeling our picks. I think some people are
saying much.
skewed towards this.
I can't believe Sexton went as early as he did.
Sexton went early for sure. I also, because it's just as we said before, guys, skill isn't necessarily always the thing you want to think about right now in this draft format. Tournaments played is going to be a big deal, and we're unsure. Not that Sexton won't play a lot of tournaments. We're just unsure how many he's going to play considering his schedule last year. He's a family man, you know. And that's huge on Simon too. Simon's having a kid. He just had a kid, right?
Yeah, I mean, he could drop from tournaments possibly.
I mean, it's just a lot of question marks. So
totally.
If they fall to you at a spot that you're comfortable with, that's one thing. But grabbing them semi-early is another. So
here's a little question for you: do you think all of these players getting guaranteed money affects that. Like a guy like Paul now doesn't have to go out and play every single tournament and grind. He can pick and choose because he's already getting paid a million
I'm
a year.
sure these companies aren't going to be dumb enough to just let people take tournaments off. It's probably all contractual. Like, like you have to
A
play X
certain
amount
number, you
of
got to play
events, or
7
you have
or
to at least
whatever.
play these specific events or something like that. Yeah. I mean, because who knows what guaranteed money even means? Guaranteed if he fulfills the contract? Like, what's that mean?
Well, I was listening to a pod with him on it, and he said last year they asked him how much money he made, and he said like close to like $1.5 million with all things included.
Woo!
1.5 milli. So
to
the
throw
1
a
million,
frisbee.
and he said the 1 milli each year is guaranteed no matter what. I mean, as long as he, I'm sure does his contract, but 1.5,
so
God dang.
1 mil guaranteed plus another 60K in earnings probably.
All right, and you can click. Remember, you can click on each
else.
team's roster to see who's on whose team too. Like you can. I'm not sure who just went. I know JVD said there's no option yet to choose to see who was picked last or the order, but
so the Daniel name just changed to Jurassic Par. So that's Jurassic Par. If you've seen them
gotcha. Jurassic Par from Twitter. Shout out them.
They take Bradley Williams.
I like it, but remember it was Linus or Vino who's playing more tournaments. I'm not sure. I think Linus is the #1 Euro pick as far as tourneys that he's playing goes, but Vino is a pretty good player too.
And then there's Nicholas Antila here.
Ezra's still out there. He's going to be gone, I think, by the time it gets back to us again. But Ezra would have been a good pick for us too, maybe instead of Andrew, because Ezra I think has big upside this year. Gavin is on there. Too. Mason Ford, I think, could. But
there goes Casey White, and
he hardly even went in our draft.
Are people forgetting about where is Ezra? What's his rating?
Or maybe he just went. I'm not sure.
Am I about to be shocked? Ezra's 1021. Yeah, so it takes quite a scroll, and people might not be willing to scroll it on there if they forget about him. So
some names are not rated as high as you think, and a lot of high rated players are not going to be people that people pick, like Isaac Robinson, James Proctor, Jackie Chen.
And there goes Kale, and I still think that's early for Kale too.
Yeah, I think so. And Emerson Keith is still out there, Jed. He's been a grinder historically. Emerson Keith. A Raven is also a good pick there. Gavin.
I like somebody like Emerson Keith late as like there goes Ezra. Nice. OTBs sharp. They're sharp. They're skipping the rating junk. They're skipping the rating junk and they're saying, how is Ezra still available here? And they're gonna go back to back and they grab James Proctor.
James
so
Proctor,
we're up
I don't think he's playing a ton of tournaments. I mean, if we're gonna go complete young team, man, it wouldn't be bad to swoop up Mason Ford or someone else up, because I mean Mason Ford is 1033 rated, if you can believe that. That's pretty crazy. He's a 1030 boy.
Let's see.
Oh, if you remember too, our last draft, what is it? The guy from Discraft who won the tournament last year. He won, I think, in Michigan.
I just wish I had well, Marweed's from Michigan, right?
Not him. I'm talking about that Discraft dude.
Are you talking about the forehand guy?
No, the dude. Oh, what is his name?
I know the name. Callaway. Ben Callaway.
He could be a good later pick. I think he. Yeah. Let's see. I'm going to see what his schedule looks like.
I'm looking at Mason Ford's schedule here. Let's see. DGP Dynamic Disc Open, OTB Open, Jonesboro Open.
And Ben Callaway's got a low PDGA number, so shout out him. He is upcoming events. He signed up for a gang of tournaments. I mean, he's got 6 on the roster now.
So Mason Ford's not playing LVC.
Okay, so maybe not a great first.
Raven Newsom goes. Thomas
Ben Callaway is playing LVC, and he's playing basically those first 6 that everybody is playing and signed up for, basically through May.
Okay, I think we can get away with Callaway a little bit later.
Yeah, hopefully people don't remember him because he's 10.
I just wish there goes Rathbun. That's a good pick for Rathbun this late.
Yeah.
I wish I had like a video of Evan from Statmando just reading me all of his reasonings. Like some of the stats he had in the Euro guys, I was like, whoa.
Yeah, and
shout out Statmando on
yeah,
Twitter,
dude, guys. He is a sharp dude, and he's got the future of disc golf stats in his hand. And a little sneak peek for the listeners, he's going to be helping us out a little bit this year with some big stats for hitting the line, some stats to think about each week as you're making your entries and picking who might be really good. Like, for example, I think Evan knows that Ezra shoots really well at LVC. Like, he had an average rating at LVC. Like, he shoots above his rating at LVC, where someone like Barsby shoots below typically.
So he'll be feeding us stats like what this player typically shoots at this course above their rating or below their rating.
Or what players shoot well at what courses.
And there goes Chris Clemens. That's a good pick. And if you remember last year, a lot of the lines were pretty much just based around players' ratings. So if you have some of those stats, like what they're expected to shoot above or below their rating, those are going to be really key in picking your lines this year, guys. We're up in a couple picks, so let's start keying in on someone.
All right, well, okay, so I mean, go down.
I like AB. I like Cole Redolin. I like the Euro guys, and I like
AB
Callaway.
too, especially that we're starting off with LVC. I mean, AB. I think he's one of the players that shoots well on those open bigger courses.
There goes Emerson Keith. There goes Ulibarri. So we have back to back right now.
Okay, so if we went AB Mason Ford, would that be bad? Or AB Cam Cole Glazer? Someone said that he's really good. And then let's see what his.
I like AB and Mason Ford, and then maybe looking towards Europeans and Cole Redolin on the backside, maybe.
Let's see here.
We got to have the Europeans on our bench because they don't have a full schedule.
Yeah, they're going to be earlier this season. All right, Cam Cole Glazer is playing Waco, so he's not doing LVC, but he's playing Waco, Texas State, and
Varela is playing LVC. Is that right? Okay, I'm gonna grab AB now. Yeah, he is. I just checked. I'm drafting AB. I don't know if we even have time or not, but I just drafted us AB.
Oh, that's fine. Huge.
So we got another one. I'm good with Mason Ford. I think it's a pretty good play. He's probably going to tour a lot of the years. So probably be a big year for him. As far as I'm saying, he needs to prove himself, is what I mean.
I think Mason Ford. I think it was Evan from Statmando said that there is like these guys who get the contracts and they feel like they need to prove it. Like they play well the first year. And I think Mason Ford just signed an extension or a bigger deal this year, so he might be a pretty good pickup.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. I mean, he's a pretty high-rated player. And he's going to be playing a pretty.
So we grab AB and Mason Ford, and so how many starters are we doing in this one? 6?
I'm not sure. I think they're all 6 with 2 on the bench, but I'm not sure.
So so we'll need one more key starter, and that's somebody that we need to make sure it will be touring a lot, and then that's when we'll take our wild cards because with Mason not playing LVC, we definitely need to grab 2 people who are.
Can you scroll down the list a little bit and let's see who's kind of down in the ratings a little bit?
Yep. So we still have all of our Euros left. I'm just going to mostly mention the people that we're
Nathan Queen is still out there.
We still have most of the Euros left.
Jeremy
Colling, if we're looking for somebody who's going to tour.
Let's see. Nathan
Colling will for sure be at all the tournaments.
Yeah, but is he going to play well?
Right, but there goes Ben Callaway. But whether Colling plays well or not, that's better than taking a 0. I'm just saying we need somebody because we know Mason Ford is not playing LVC, so we need somebody that is going to.
Can you check real quick? Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's any of these names on here that are steals. We know Colton's going to be playing. He'll probably have a. I mean, I don't know. He's an option. I still think Cam Cole,
Glazer,
Eric Oakley. We talked about him in the last draft. That he's probably going to be trying to prove himself this year and show that he's worth his new contract.
And not to mention that new sponsor juice. And then not to forget who we took in our final pick of the draft, Brody Smith, will be at every tournament. I think he's definitely going to shoot above his rating.
He's got a full, I believe, a full schedule, and he's looking to, shut all the haters up. So
there goes Matt Bell to Jurassic Park.
Okay, smart move there. He's going to be, he probably won't play great at the beginning of the year, but I mean, look at Brody's
his schedule is full right here. Yeah, Las Vegas, music. I mean, that's still but I mean, he's
got a full schedule until May too. So
we'll look for Brody towards the back end
because we know he's probably not going to last if he's not going to make it to us again. Probably
Brody. I think Brody might make it.
I mean,
on Discord, Twitter, kind of him as a joke.
Well, I'm saying if we don't pick him this time around, I'm not sure if he'll be there because there's going to be just a lack of talent once we get through rounds like 5.
Yeah, because we have the final pick of the draft. We literally have the last pick of the draft. So
and I think Brody's been grinding.
OTB coming up. Yeah, I can. So there goes Jeremy Colling. One of our
Okay.
locks. We're still like 10 picks away. So until we get to us, so
Yeah.
we're about to see a lot
We'll
of
wait till there's about
names
3
that we're
left, and we'll
yeah,
look.
a lot of names that we are interested in are about to come off the board. Let's look at some of these
Linus
Euros.
Carlson. Maybe like
There
what
goes
if we
Nathan
went
Queen.
Brody Linus?
Brody in a European.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
JVD was just saying
Let's look at Linus.
in the chat on Twitch that a lot of the Euro guys don't play good their very first tournament. They need a couple days to kind of get warmed up and adjusted.
Okay, so
Austin
I got
Turner is a
Antila
decent
and
name.
Linus pulled up. Let's
Nicholas
see.
Antilla upcoming tournaments. Let's see. So he's
He's
got
gonna
6
play
on the board.
DDO.
So they're in the States
He's gonna
for a
play
good month.
Jonesboro. I'm only seeing 2 of them though, or 3 of them. The Texas States. Is the PDJ Champions Cup? Is that
gonna be in Europe this
is
year?
that Elite Series? No,
I'm not
PDJ
sure if the
Champions Cup
Champions Cup
presented
is
by
part of it.
Bushnell. Okay, so
That's gonna
Linus,
be
I'm
in
only seeing
Georgia.
3 then, right? For now, Texas Disc Golf States,
No, that's
Jonesboro Open,
Nicholas.
Dynamic Disc Open.
You're looking
Yeah.
at Nicholas NT.
Oh
We're talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
Linus Carlson. He's got a fuller schedule.
Yeah, and he's gonna be at Vegas too.
Yeah, I think.
Linus just got taken by OTB Discs.
Okay.
Fuck.
There you go. Happened last time too, man.
That's 2 they've gotten on us. Yeah.
That
We're a little too late on the Euros.
Taken.
So I'm worried about Antila's schedule.
Me too. It's not full. And I don't know if he's worth a bench spot when you could get someone like Eric Oakley, who's going to be playing a lot.
Who was that last guy that I could look it up on Twitter real quick that Evan was tweeting about? He's like, dude, this is the hidden European that people aren't taking seriously enough. I'm gonna find it. He put out like a poll, like who's gonna do best out of the Europeans this year, and then he's like, this is what I'm talking about. Nobody knows.
Was that from his account or from the Statmando account?
From his account. I think it's Lori Leitonen. I'm not sure what the rating is though. Alex Russell goes, Philo goes. Not picks that you want to make, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was Leitonen went late, and then Ravin Newsom is who we took after that, and then Seppo, and then Oakley. This is in our last draft.
I can't find the Lori one. Leitonen.
I think there's a search if you type in LEH.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. All right, so everyone so far, this is round 6. Is Chandler Fry gone?
Fish goes. I'm pretty sure Fry's still there, which I think is a good pick.
That's a high value pick. He's playing a lot. He went in round. He was the
first. Leightonen's playing all the tourneys.
Okay.
OTB Open, Dynamic This Open, Jonesboro Open.
That's who we're grabbing with Brody.
Texas
maybe.
States.
Or do we want to grab Ravin instead of
Lori? I think we could get with even the very last pick of the draft. I think we can.
I don't know, man.
1028. Nobody knows of that name.
He might,
in my opinion,
but other people are looking at upcoming events too. I think he might be worth grabbing. I mean, he was grabbed by Evan.
I don't.
And Evan is sharp. He grabbed him in the 7th.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Evan's sharp. This this draft is playing much softer than our draft before.
Yeah, but there's more people too, so like it's gonna get thin. Alden Harris.
We said we were gonna grab. So we're gonna grab Brody in a European.
Well, you can go Brody in a Euro or Brody and Oakley and then a Euro 10, 12 picks from now or whenever.
It's one of those 2 strategies that we're going to go with. Let's just go
I
Brody.
think the Euros are better than Oakley. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go late.
But Oakley's just going to play more. So here's our strategy. We're going to go Brody, Leitonen, and we're doing that because Brody's got a full schedule. Leitonen we believe in. He's got a decent schedule for Europeans, and we're just trusting Evan on this one. There goes Vino. And then our last pick, we'll just pick another guy who we know is going to play a lot of tournaments, right?
Yeah.
There goes Oakley. So we just got to fade Anheuser here. And there goes Colton. Okay. So it's us. So we're going to grab Lori Layton in here.
Yeah, let's grab him first.
And then Brody. Oh, our draft's over. Oh, no.
It's only 6 rounds?
Oh, no. We were so ready to keep going. It's the same amount of players, but because we have 8 instead of 6. Brutal.
Brutal. Okay.
Brutal.
So there's only one bench. There's one bench player.
Brutal.
I wonder if he can. I think during
Because isn't there a
I think
waiver so we
during
can pick
during the
Brody up?
year we could pick up. I mean, we could
You
pick up
can
Brody,
move
but then
people.
who
Yeah,
do
because
we
there's
pull
free
out?
agents right here. It says add. Well, so
Okay,
like when our
so
European schedule is over, that's when we could add somebody like Brody
yeah,
or Ken Climo.
let's see what the Twitch chat is saying.
Don't mention Brody. If people are gonna steal him before we do, make it because they heard our podcast. Because I'm a big fan of the Brody pick in my humble opinion. He's gonna have a full schedule, and I think he can try to sneak in some decent finishes
All
above
right, so
some of the other guys that you
let's
might
read
think
off
about, like Eric
our
Oakley.
entire team.
Okay, so in order, we got Ricky Wysocki, Mason Ford, Andrew Marweed, Gannon Burr, Anthony Barella, and Laurie Leitonen. We went for a lot of upside. We got a lot of. I'm a huge fan of this team, first of all.
Yeah.
But yet that Brody pick, like Brody can easily finish in a tournament above Nico.
Oh yeah,
Easily.
he did a
Nico,
lot. I think
you'll
last year.
see
He did at
Nico
Worlds
take
too.
40 something. Yeah, you'll see Nico take 40 something, and Brody could easily finish in the top 20, top 30.
Brody is more
And,
consistent, but not as much upside.
and Nico was going in is going in the second round. So I think that's just something to think about in your drafts. Is like who you can get later. Like I wouldn't settle for somebody like Nico that early when he's going to be pretty inconsistent. You can
All right,
grab
so now I
somebody.
think, Jed, I'm watching the OTB stream. You can go in now and put your players for each tournament. So maybe we should do that.
Do I click move here?
Let's see here.
No.
No, I think you go to click there. So we have
No. Let's draft. We're gonna go
events.
to
Is there something you can click on events or
event matchups.
yeah, click on that. And then so for LVC,
Free to play. So we'll join this. Go head to head with other users for a single event. Okay, so we'll put our lineup in against other people. Cool.
yeah, let's do it.
Oh no, so this is you can make anybody. You can make you make your own for. It's not who we drafted. It's you can pick anybody.
Then that's something different.
Here. See.
Oh, this is a whole different thing. This is where you have like a ratings cap total. It's like a salary cap in
6125 here.
DraftKings. Yeah.
It's like what happens if you try taking all the top guys. Let's see. Is this what they're doing? Is that what you're saying or no?
I'm just looking at what they're looking at. They're looking
okay.
at,
So like, yeah, if you're to take the top 5 people, it only leaves you 882.
They're looking at a screen that just shows basically they show our picks and the upcoming tourney and who's starting for each team. Basically, our first 6 guys are our starters. You know, we have one guy on the bench, and you could switch that up if you wanted to.
Well, let's make sure that we'll have to because one of our guys is not playing LVC, whereas Laurie is.
Here we
is
go.
That correct?
So here's our starters. I think maybe if you click more. So right now, Linus is our bench guy. Is there
Where do you see
someone we
more?
would
You
switch
mean
out
move.
for him?
It's Laurie
it
Layton
says
and not
move.
Linus.
Oh, sorry, Laurie. Is that someone we want to take off the bench and put in like over
Well, let's
someone
see.
like
Laurie, he is playing LVC. Am I right?
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Oh. Okay, well that's okay.
So
we don't want him
we
for the first
actually
tournament.
so we got to pick someone up because we need 5 starters for LVC.
We have 5. The 6th guy is the bench player. Right now, it looks at bench.
No,
it says
one of these guys
position.
is not playing LVC. It's like Mason Ford or something.
Let's see here.
Yeah, Mason Ford is not playing LVC.
And Laurie is. So you just switch Mason Ford.
No, Laurie is not.
Not playing LVC?
Laurie is not. No.
Well, Ricky's going to win it regardless, so.
I know, but we actually got to think about doing something here. Let's see. Gannon Burr is. Let's see. Marweed is. Barella is. Ugh. So we're actually going to have to drop Lori
and grab
because I don't want
Brody.
to drop Mason Ford.
Or who else is up there? Let's see.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Brody can
Yeah,
play
it could
well
be
at
Brody.
LVC.
Me too. I think he's got a big enough arm, and I think he can.
Yeah, he definitely has a big
And
enough
it just
arm,
sucks
and he
because I
can
don't
putt.
want to see somebody take Lori from us later. But maybe they don't. You know.
Maybe
So
they don't. I mean, we're not. We
if
just want a
not,
full squad
we
rolling
called
into
it here
week one.
first.
Yeah,
exactly. I mean, you're not going to lose points for no reason. So that's another thing, guys. Play smart. Make sure all your guys are playing in that tournament. And then like maybe you only have a couple guys playing in a specific tournament. That's when you're gonna have to start making some judgment calls. Are you really gonna drop somebody like Andrew Married or Mason Ford for some guy who might finish top 50? You might just have to take an L that week and hold on to him. Let's see. So Brody.
Yeah, just type it in.
I'm gonna make sure that he's playing LVC so we don't do something stupid. He is. So we're gonna add Brody here for Lori. Confirm.
Yep.
View updated roster. Cool. So now we're gonna move Brody starting. We're swapping him with Mason Ford because Mason Ford is not playing LVC. So there's our starting squad for LVC. All 5 of our guys are playing. Ricky Wysocki, Andrew Marweed, Gannon Burr, Anthony Brella, Brody Smith.
That's a solid squad, dude.
Yeah, I fuck with it.
Yeah,
that's
a good
Brody
squad.
being our worst guy, I can see Brody beating a lot of those other guys. Like I said, beating the Colton Montgomerys, beating the Eric Oakleys, even potentially beating somebody like Nico, who was drafted in the second round. I can see that happening. So I think we got a lot of good value and we got a lot of upside. So I'm happy with that.
Agree 100%. Well, there it is. There is our second fantasy draft. This is our official one that's actually being played. The other one was just a mock draft, kind of for fun. Yeah, let's we'll keep an eye out this week. This will probably be a weekly segment, I would guess, for the rest of the year as we update what's going on with our fantasy teams, kind of adding this fantasy part to our show. We were reached out to by JVD in the off season. He's going to be running a fantasy disc golf podcast soon. You might find us on that as well. He mentioned maybe us coming on there and talking a little daily fantasy disc golf on his show. So keep an ear out for that. And we do have a new sponsor this year that we'll talk about as we get into our first show, an apparel sponsor. So for all of you listening who like to look good when you're out on the disc golf course, be prepared to listen for our first apparel sponsor who's going to be sponsoring our show each week.
Yes, sir. And as always, of course, thank you to our OG sponsor, Hitting the Line, Prize Picks. Remember, if you want to play daily fantasy disc golf this year, use our referral code HTL, as in Hitting the Line, when you sign up. They'll match you up to $100, and you'll get that deposited into your account right away. Not only that, do they have disc golf? They have all the sports. If you want to bet on Super Bowl Sunday this week coming up, use code HTL and throw in some Joe Burrow props in there, maybe some T. Higgins props. You know, with Jalen Ramsey shadowing Jamar Chase, maybe T. Higgins is that dude this week. So we'll see. Use code HTL. And Nas, anything else?
It's almost time for the disc golf season to kick off. You guys can be expecting, an episode for every big tournament that happens. So subscribe, follow us on Twitter, and we'll see y'all out there soon.
See you guys on LVC soon. Peace.